we were driving and we just wanted to see, like, I don't know what LA has to offer. And there's literally a crackhead in the middle of the street with his pants down. And everyone gets the privilege of covering their eyes, but Hannah has to look because she has to drive. Wow. I don't know CPR.
He's peeing, but he's not standing still. He's walking on the sidewalk while he's peeing in like a zigzag form.
With the dry mouth. Yo, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Cabin Time.
Woo! Cabin Time.
With me as always, but not always. Just sometimes we like to rotate, have some guests in, but also rotate our OGs. Pastor Brian, Sam, Hannah, everybody.
Who likes my shoes here? I know you guys do. I know they're pretty cool.
Your shoes are the bee's knees.
Oh, there we go. Biggest compliment ever.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys for liking, subscribing, viewing, listening, watching, letting life change of you, having, interacting, watching the reels, liking the Instagram posts and the YouTube shorts. And make sure to comment and watch and subscribe and like and yeah.
Hannah, what do you have right there?
Today's treat/snack is a single Madeline from Costco's or Sam's Club. Probably Sam's Club.
Yeah.
But yes, very good.
How can you eat those things?
It's not like the ones at Starbucks. These are better.
Whoa.
These are very much better.
Yeah, I'm
It's
just saying.
softer. It's squishier.
Madeleines are not supposed to be squishy.
Well, it's like spongy. Like
Yeah,
a spongy cake.
Probably has AIDS.
Okay. They're way better than Starbucks, so.
Okay.
Anywho.
All right, guys. Can't wait to start being able to take donations soon. So if you guys would like to invest into God's kingdom, let Cabin Time be on your mind sometimes so we could get the best production for you guys to reach people for the kingdom. So our microphones don't have to sound ghetto sometimes, you know. It would be very nice. Not yet though, but in the Lord's time it will happen. But to start off, I want to know down the line, what is everyone's favorite Disney movie? Go.
Oh, okay, so it's a tie.
The Little Mermaid.
Straight up. No, it's actually not The Little Mermaid. That's my bae, but that's not my favorite movie, okay?
This guy just say bae.
Listen.
Yes.
I
He's
get
a
to-
millennial.
I'm a millennial.
It makes
I get
sense. You
freedom.
are 36, huh?
How?
Dang.
So my favorite movie is ties between Peter Pan
What?
and Hercules.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
there you go.
You
Peter
are
Pan and
36.
Hercules. Those are the greatest movies of all time.
Peter Pan's alright. No, actually, I do like Peter Pan. That is one of my favorites. I was meant to say Hercules is alright.
Bro.
You can't go with two animated ones. I kind of like live action ones.
Okay, how about this? Do one original,
Okay,
like
yeah.
a nice old one, and then do like a new one, like the
Okay.
new
a
Disney.
Disney Channel original.
I
You
can-
know,
I
like the
can-
Disney Channel original movie?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna date
Lemonade
myself
Mouth.
hardcore with this one.
Okay.
Oh no.
Do you guys remember? Okay, you weren't probably even born yet. The 13th year.
That's
They
the
were-
mermaid one where he turns into a mermaid or a fish, something. He turns
Is
into
it?
like a fish.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, he turns into like a
Yes,
fish.
that's one where he's like finds out he's a mermaid,
Yeah,
and then
a merman.
he starts to
A merboy.
cement.
Oh, I'm thinking of a
No
different.
clue.
Or is it? Yeah,
Disney
no.
movie.
That is really old though.
You're thinking of the Irish one, right? Luck of the Irish.
Oh, that
Look
one
at
was a
it.
banger.
Oh, maybe.
That one
good.
was a banger. I'm not gonna lie.
Hmm.
But I can't believe if it's not High School Musical for you, then you're kind of
What?
Remember Lemonade Mouth?
That's not a. Oh yeah.
What's Lemonade Mouth?
Lemonade.
What?
Millennial.
You've never
Yeah.
seen Lemonade
Millennial.
Mouth?
Yeah.
I'm
mhm.
sorry.
Go ahead.
We can't
sing-
have this conversation.
Sing a song from
I don't
for them.
remember.
What?
The first song that pops up from your head from Lemonade Mouth. Go.
Renegade Lemonade, making other people say "Stop." The guy that does "Stop."
Yeah.
Real deal, you know how I feel. Dude, that
brought it back.
I
memories
can't believe
dude
you've
is-
never seen
that dude was
Lemonade
spitting
Mouth.
bars.
You know, I was a poor college student. I didn't
He
have.
said, I couldn't afford
the-
cable.
stuff.
I always wanted to try the lemonade that they had. It
Ooh,
looked
that did
really
look
good.
gas.
That looked
it
so
looked really
gas.
in the can.
Always went from
I
that
know.
vending machine. and
Yes.
I'll take a drink before they went in.
Yes.
But
like,
honestly,
I want one.
the upper hand definitely is High School Musical. But you know what's a runner up though? Is Dude, they're all good. Okay, Camp Rock.
Alley Cat Strike. Have you guys seen Alley Cat Strike?
Oh my
I've
gosh.
seen it
That
too,
one
but
was so
man,
cool.
you're naming really old ones. But I've seen it. They're good. They're good. But you need to keep up. You need to keep up with the newer ones. The newer ones. I feel like the golden age of Disney Channel originals was definitely like
During High School Musical.
yeah, like that era, like 28 to 28,
28.
2008 to
Yeah, I
2012, 28.
I agree with that one.
Ooh, so I've been to the year 3000. The Jonas Brothers,
that-
when the Jonas Brothers
Underwater.
were on Disney Channel, that was peak.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That was so peak. But-
Camp Rock. There we go.
Yeah, Camp Rock was
Hey.
good.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Camp Rock was good, but I feel like High School Musical just has the upper hand. High School Musical definitely does.
It like put it was the golden standard for
Yeah.
all like those Disney movies.
Yeah, from the storyline to the soundtrack when
the
when
cringy
Troy leaves
acting.
Gabriella and
All right,
Summer.
guys. Let me just tell you something.
Mhm.
Troy or Zac Efron did not actually sing in
Any of them.
High School Musical, the first one. He might sing in the next.
No,
one,
he
but
definitely did. He not the first one. I think I've heard that before, but I know for a fact he sang in like the second one.
Yeah.
anyways.
That first one they got someone else to sing it. So
Wow.
Wow.
What a
cats
poser.
everywhere. Put your hands up in the air. What's your favorite, Sam? One
Oh my
animated one,
goodness.
like an OG kind of Disney movie, and
Okay.
one Disney original.
You know, I gotta agree with PB. Is I was gonna say Hercules.
let's
That
go. That's
anim-
what I'm talking about.
That animated movie is so good. Like from the songs to the animation style to the story, you just can't go
Yeah.
wrong with Hercules or Lion King. Obviously,
oh, Lion King.
Lion King's
Lion King was a banger.
Oh,
Timon and
that was a
Pumbaa
good
were
one.
like
Oh,
prime
man.
characters.
Matata
Prime character
can't go
placement.
wrong.
I'm just saying, guys. Since we're all bashing the millennial right now,
No,
all the Disney movies from the '90s are still classics, even to this day. So great
Yeah.
that they're remaking the movies.
You're right.
Yeah.
No one cares about the
Yeah.
ones that came
Yeah.
when you guys were growing
No,
up.
your
I know,
animated
no one-
takes. Your animated takes were very, very valid. It's your Disney Channel original movies that were like, dang, that was kind of old. Like the 13th Year, like that was good, but come on, man.
I'm
like,
sorry, it was
over
way
High
better
School
than High
Musical.
Way better than High School
Whoa.
Musical.
You need
Yeah.
to stop.
You have nostalgia.
I do.
Your face has nostalgia.
I do. Have you ever seen Under Wraps? Remember
Yes,
Under Wraps, the mummy one?
actually,
That one's
yes.
creepy, bro. That one was so creepy, bro. What's your original movie though, other than Hercules?
Honestly, other than High School Musical, I would have to go with Camp Rock. Like
Camp Rock was.
those movies are like looking back on those movies, they're so funny. You remember when they're going around the camp and they're like doing that? They're like
Camp Rock.
Camp Rock. They're like doing that weird thing.
They thought they were so hard too. I hated the way that one ended though. That
It
was
was
so
so
annoying.
dumb.
You're gonna tell me Camp Star won? They weren't even singing rock. That was like hip hop, bro. They're
Oh
like,
my goodness.
what was the
Yeah.
song they were singing? It was like, giving you the fire. I was like, where's the electric guitar, bro? And then even
There's no
Camp
rock.
Rocks, I was like, so you're gonna go with an acoustic song. Your
For
name is
rock.
Camp Rock and you're going with acoustic right now. There's literally like two people playing instruments and like a band of like 90 kids from
Oh,
Camp
man.
Rock. Yeah, so the second one was definitely dog water, but the first one was good. Okay, what's yours, Hannah?
Well, I could do like a. What was the first one? What'd you guys call it? Or, not original.
Animated.
Like
Animated.
animated kind of?
Um,
I feel like you like Nemo. Nemo was good.
no, that's like still kind of. I mean, it's like old, but like newish.
That's more Pixar anyway.
Yeah, that is more
Yeah,
Pixar.
I used to call him Mimo with an M.
Nemo.
Mimo.
I
Okay,
think-
what's your favorite?
Shoot, I don't know. But the first one that popped into my head is I really like Pocahontas.
Okay.
I
Okay.
could get down
Another
with it.
90s
Yeah,
movie,
I
just
could
let
get
you
down
know.
with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't really
Not a
care
bad take.
for High School Musical, Camp Rock. I wasn't.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Well, because I was my parents didn't let me watch Disney Channel.
Oh,
So
really?
I was a 90s Disney kid
Let's go.
and SpongeBob.
Oh.
That was it.
SpongeBob
that
was
pretty
good,
much
though.
it.
Didn't you watch
SpongeBob was good.
SpongeBob?
But that's
not
Nickelodeon.
Disney Channel?
Disney
I
Channel
couldn't watch.
smokes
I
on-
couldn't watch Nickelodeon either.
That was SpongeBob.
Well, like all the other
Oh.
like what was on there?
I used to.
iCarly. I couldn't watch
Mhm.
iCarly.
Victorious.
Victorious. No. I couldn't watch Wizards of Waverly Place. I couldn't watch The Sweet Life of Zach
It's
and
so
Cody.
crazy because your
That's
sister,
like the OG like Christian parent. I know, and then
your
my little sister
could
comes
watch
along
like anything.
and she watches anything and everything now, and nobody cares. But I only got
It's the problem
SpongeBob
with
and like
firstborns.
Yeah.
We get all the drama. We get all the testing.
It's
Yeah.
because they
not
want
gonna
us
say
to be
anything.
so perfect and
Yeah.
so untouched, nothing wrong, and it's like,
yeah. Let me know
hey,
if you
I don't
could
blame
relate.
them. We turned out great. We
Yeah.
turned out
Post in the comments if you
fabulous.
can
So
relate.
Yeah. Let me know if you could
wait,
relate.
you're
Happy
not
campers.
the firstborn.
I am the first.
You are the firstborn.
I am first.
I forgot about that.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah. I feel like
But anywho,
so.
did you guys watch SpongeBob?
I did watch.
Yeah, SpongeBob was
Yeah.
fire. SpongeBob
Yeah.
was fire.
SpongeBob was cool.
Yeah.
Hey, I know you could relate to this one. Boomerang channel before they
Oh
it
heck
went
yes.
extinct.
The Jetsons.
Love the boom.
Dexter's
What else?
Lab.
Yes.
Dexter's
Dexter's
Lab.
I remember when
Lab.
it first came out.
You remember when it first came
I
out?
remember the commercial for
Oh my
Boomerang.
gosh.
Oh my goodness.
I still remember
love
when
that
Cartoon
channel.
came out.
Yeah, I don't
Like
even
Cartoon
know.
Network.
Oh, Cartoon
oh,
Network
but it was
good.
called Cartoon.
Like they had this segment on Friday nights called Cartoon.
Oh.
And that's where like the classics that were like like Dexter's
That's
Laboratory.
that's very nostalgic
Wow.
Cow
for
and
me.
Chicken.
What else was there?
There was
Oh.
D. That's what he would call her his sister. D. Why are you in my lab? What else was on there? Billy and Mandy. That was a good
That's
one.
what I was
With
thinking
the
of.
Grim
Billy
Reaper.
and Mandy. Yeah.
I was like, what is he doing? What
Oh.
is he doing in this show? It's literally like two
Do
kids.
you remember Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends?
Yeah.
No one ever
That
remembers that.
was
show.
Foster's
that was one of
Home.
my favorites.
With the
That
with
sounds
blue.
weird, but I can't.
Yeah, with Blue and
I loved
like all the
that
imaginary
show.
friends went to a one mansion. They all had to stay
Yeah.
there.
Very, very like smally. I can't remember it in a big sense.
I remember I used to watch it all the time.
Oh, yep. Oh, wow. I really like that one. Oh, what about Chowder? Did you guys watch
Chowder was
Chowder?
good.
Yes.
Look at us. We could go on all day about
We could
this.
go on all day.
What about
So okay, where do you think before like there's a line before this line, all these TV shows are fantastic and incredible, and once it crosses
When
this
did it
line,
stop?
Oh,
it starts to just go
after-
down.
literally when we were the last generation.
Yeah,
Like literally
because-
right when our sisters start, the show started to suck.
The especially the Disney Channel shows,
Oh
they were
my
just like
gosh.
they weren't even like funny
It's
anymore.
just
It
copy
was
and
just
paste.
straight up
I think-
like cringe where it's like, oh my gosh.
I think
can't believe
after
that.
you remember Dog with a Blog.
Yes.
I think that was teetering on the edge. And
Yes,
Yeah.
that was
Uh-huh.
like the borderline.
Yeah, I
What
was
about
like,
you guys watch Good Luck Charlie?
Good Luck,
I
Charlie.
love
Yeah.
Good Luck Charlie. so
Especially in the
much.
holiday season.
Dude,
Oh!
remember when they got lost in like the other states and it was just her and her mom
Yes, and they were walking while she was
and
pregnant.
they were like singing and stuff
and on the RV,
street.
and didn't she like throw up or something?
Yeah.
Wow, I love that
Yeah.
show
Follow,
so much.
Follow
Disney
Lala
Channel.
Days. Follow Lala Days was.
Joel?
What the heck?
I know, that was a
Follow
good
Lala
one.
Days. That was the commercials when they give you previews of all the shows coming out for Follow Lala Days.
Yes.
With my hot chocolate. That Christmas is soon. Smelling the tinsel.
Whoa, you got a good childhood. Oh my goodness.
Hey,
Wow, but I think Dog with a Blog, that was like teetering it.
like
I
that
was like on the
it was
fence.
an okay show. There were some characters I'm like, dude, this guy's actually kind of funny.
Oh, how about this?
Yeah.
What do you guys think of Jesse? Was that the era where it went boom?
I think that's
The beginning of Jesse was
Was
pretty
good,
okay, but then the
but
show went on for
yes.
way too
Yeah,
long.
yeah.
and
They
then
started
it
getting
just-
old. I'm like, you
Yeah.
guys don't even need
And
a
then they went to
babysitter.
Bunked, and I was like, what is
I know
this?
the
Yeah,
Bunked.
Bunked-
No, I could not
Bunked,
do Bunked.
yeah.
I was like, no, this is
That
horrible.
was
This
awful.
is, I
That was
can't.
very
Nope.
awful.
Yep,
But yeah,
very bad.
definitely when the kids started to get too old, I was like, okay, well, you guys could
But
watch
It
each
was
other.
like no
Move on.
use.
Move on.
Yeah,
I'm
that
like,
was a
why
show
do you
that
guys
like
have a
Brenda
nanny?
watched all the time, and I was like,
Bunked.
how? I like stopped watching TV.
Bertram
for a second
Bertram
because
was a
there's-
solid
I
character.
saw. Do you guys follow his TikTok?
No.
He has a banger TikTok,
Yeah.
bro. Find Bertram on TikTok. His
Yeah.
TikToks are funny.
Yeah, Bertuchka. That's what his mom would call him. Oh, Bertuchka.
Who was the lady upstairs that liked him?
No
Miss
clue.
Chesterfield? or
Miss
something?
Chester. Wait, was it?
Miss
I have
yeah,
no
yeah.
clue.
Something.
I don't remember that much.
And she would she would hit on him. Man, what a time to be alive. What
a
about
time to be
Wow.
alive.
so we all grew up here. What is like, you know what's beyond me too is how people from out of state think that people in LA are living the life, and we see celebrities
Oh my
every
God.
day,
Oh my
bro.
all the time.
I just want to give everyone who's not watching from California disclosure, because
None of us have seen.
It's not what they show you.
who here
Don't
has
go to
yeah,
downtown LA.
who here has met a
Do
celebrity?
not.
Not me.
I met
I'm
like
sorry to intercept, but Pastor Brian served 4 baseball players for Major League Baseball and didn't even know
I
one of
know.
their names.
No, this
Oh,
guy
yeah.
calls me up and he's like, "Hey Hannah,
wait, you have to
like,
translate.
You like,
They can't
have to
hear him.
translate for
You have to
him.
translate. What did he just say?
oh, I forgot.
Pastor
What did he say?
Brian at Starbucks, he served 4 Major League Baseball players, and he didn't know
And
one
he
of
didn't know.
them.
He called me up because he knew that I like the Dodgers. He was like, Hannah, like, what's the guy like? He plays on the Dodgers, and his name is like Cody or something. I was like, Cody Bellinger, and he was like, yeah, like he came
Cody
into my
Bellinger?
Starbucks to serve coffee, and I was like, what? He
Yeah.
was like, yeah, like it's some other guy who starts with like a K. And I was like, what? This guy had no idea who these people were, and he
Yeah.
had like, no, he's like, oh, just
Yeah.
another customer, and I was like,
Mhm.
oh my gosh.
When I worked at Chick-fil-A in Texas, I got to be one of the Chick-fil-A cows at Ranger Stadium, and I actually got to meet in the locker room some of the Hall of Famers,
Oh yeah.
and I had no clue who they were.
No, this guy does not care
Yeah.
about sports.
I really
Wrong
don't.
person
No,
to choose.
honestly, in LA though, you will probably meet an athlete. I've met a few famous athletes in LA. Like I met Anderson Silva like 4 times
Oh.
already.
Really?
Yeah, he like goes to the beach. He lives by sorry Anderson, I don't want to leak your address.
Oh,
He like I seen him at the beach a few times, and then I saw him at Sports Chalet before it closed.
Oh, Sports Chalet.
Yeah. And then who else?
Wow.
I don't know. At the UFC gym, you'll see like a UFC fighter come and go.
Dang.
But other than that, like it's all like B-list celebrities though.
Yeah.
They think you're gonna meet like Adam Sandler or something. I'm like,
No.
nah, I never met
No.
a celebrity. And also like when they think it's like pretty, like the Hollywood Walk, the Star Walk, I'm like, you
It's
can-
literally one street, and everything
Yeah.
else is porn stores and drugs.
Yeah. it's literally like just drugs and
Like,
like homeless people.
Everybody's like, I want to go visit the Walk of Fame. Hollywood, like downtown.
It's so
it
trashy.
all smells like
It's
pee.
horrible.
Everything smells like
Yeah.
pee
So
over there.
trashy.
First of all, no parking. Smells like pee everywhere.
One-way
Homeless
streets.
people.
Oh, no.
One-way streets.
streets, bro.
Bad drivers.
Yeah, I just
It's
want to
not.
help you guys out. You do what you want with that
Yeah.
information if you want to
Yeah.
come out to LA, but
Just don't live in the downtown LA.
Yeah.
Just don't
Choose.
go to LA. That's what I
yeah,
just.
Yeah,
LA is
don't-
really
don't
bad.
do it.
We live here. We choose not to go to LA. I hate it. though.
If there's one place that I hate, it is downtown LA. I hate.
What
going
about
over
story time? Remember when we went to eat in LA and on the way home we were like, hey, how about we just exit and drive through LA and just see like all the crazy stuff
Joel!
going on?
there? Let's go by Hotel
So yeah,
Cecil.
yeah. So if you've seen that documentary, Hotel Cecil's in LA too. So we were driving and we just wanted to see like I don't know what LA has to offer because it is like it's like an exhibit. It's like going to the zoo. It's like, dude, like we're in our car, we're in clothes. Let's just look at all the crazy things going on
All
around
the
us.
crackheads around.
And we go, and there's literally a crackhead in the middle of the street with his pants down, like fully naked. And everyone gets the
gosh.
privilege of covering their eyes, but Hannah has to look because she has to drive. And I was like,
Oh,
no,
man.
Oh.
no.
Yep. I hate that place.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
yeah. Don't go to LA, man. And
Go.
and the drug
Yeah.
addicts, they're not afraid of you either. You can't just
Yeah.
walk around them. They'll probably follow you. It's like going to Not Scary Farm. Like they'll literally like go out of their way with you. Yeah.
Ay, ay.
So
But I don't. There's one thing about LA though. There's good food. What's your guys like favorite restaurant
Oh,
around here?
I
Like
have one.
like late night bites. You know,
Oh, never
like
mind.
Dave's Hot Chicken type of stuff, or like In-N-Out's good. We only have that too, with the exception of Vegas.
They have some in Texas, don't they?
Yeah.
there's a few in like near Dallas, but I will say it's not the same.
It's not the same.
It's really not
It's
the
not?
same. Like you-
What's different?
So I don't know what it is, but like you go in there and the food is the same. Like they sell it the same way. Like, people are nice and courteous.
Is it a good different or a
But
bad
no, it's a
different?
bad difference. Like
What?
you take a bite and it's just not it.
It's not in and
But
out.
when you
Come to
come
California.
here, it's like the most amazing thing. So I don't know. Maybe it's
Huh.
just the beef, but I'm just saying California In-N-Out, the original In-N-Out, is greater than any outside state thing. Maybe
Wow.
it's just because I'm Californian. Maybe I just think that we're all better. But
We have to review In-N-Out on the pod
mm.
so everyone can see what it looks like. It's so good. What was the restaurant you were gonna say? I
It's
kind of
not-
killed it with the late night bite.
It's
vibe.
not a late night bite, but
Is
there
it a
was-
California thing?
there
though?
was- oh yeah, it's
Okay.
downtown LA. So, you know, you gotta wait in a line to get in there because it's normally pretty busy in the mornings.
Mhm.
But our old lead pastor used to take us there before we did like some like community service thing on like Saturday mornings.
Oh yeah,
I know
yeah.
what you're talking
You know
about.
what I'm talking about?
I don't know that restaurant, but I know
It's
what
called the
you're talking about.
Pantry, and oh my gosh, they have the
Dang,
greatest
TFT, I've known you
breakfast
for this long,
food.
haven't even heard of this place.
Dude, we
Have-
need to go because
What?
Have you heard of this place?
They have the greatest,
no.
you know, the hash browns are like so good, dude. Bro, I can't even describe it.
Yeah.
You just need to go.
I ain't going to downtown LA, but you know, maybe if they got it on DoorDash, DoorDash is the spot. But have you been, Hannah? I know you. Did you?
I don't think so.
Have you heard of it?
No.
Man, I guess the pantry plug.
I've been once, and
Oh,
it
that place
was
looks so
pretty
cute.
amazing.
What else other than hash browns? Like
It's like
what sets
breakfast.
it
Yeah,
apart?
It's like
Is
Denny's.
it a cafe?
Denny's, but like
It's
on
massive,
another level.
Is that
it's
what it is?
massive.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Original pantry cafe.
It's not
That's
big
so
at
cute.
all. It
Oh,
looks
there
like-
already is a line in the
Inside, it's
picture.
It's pretty big on the inside, but it's
Aw.
like long and narrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like a big open space. It's just a really long kind of thing, and there's like
Oh,
seats
wow.
on the side.
Look at the line.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
When we go in
That's
the
a
morning, like
long-
we put it in
Is
a
it by
thing.
the is it by the crackheads and stuff?
yes,
so you
it's
gotta
exactly right.
Was
by
was
the-
it before you guys would do midnight mission?
Yeah, we would go before, and it'd be in the morning. Like, I have a story of one time we were waiting there. We were in line, you know, Pastor Rob, he like put in our name for the thing, and we're waiting in line because we had kind of a big party because it's like a church thing in the
wait.
morning.
Yeah, obviously.
And
yeah.
so we're waiting in line, and across the street there is a naked homeless crackhead, and
Yeah.
Why are they
he-
always naked?
I
I
know,
don't
it's
know.
like, what?
But here's the thing: is he's peeing. But
Yeah.
he's not standing still. He's walking on the sidewalk while he's peeing in like a zigzag
Yeah.
form.
It's like, what could they possibly be seeing?
don't
Like, what does
know.
that drug do to you?
But-
They probably don't even know that they're
Yeah.
peeing. You think?
It was interesting.
Wow.
It's crazy.
What a sight to see.
I know.
It
Or
was an interesting one for sure.
when like there's human fecal matter too. I'm like, who had the time to just squat over here? I'm like, I've never seen a drug addict pooping anywhere,
Like
but
Papa-
but I see the poop and I'm like, where did that come from? How did someone have the time?
Disgusting.
Yeah. Anywho, aren't we supposed to be Christian on this podcast or
Yes.
what?
Yeah.
yeah.
So as you guys may know, man, we haven't done this in so long because we've been having guests and just trying to pick the brain apart or questions. Thank you guys for asking questions. We won't be answering
Thank
any.
you, we appreciate you.
Yeah, for this
Keep asking
episode,
it, though.
we won't be answering any, but I believe we probably do have more. It's just we want to go back to the topics some weeks too, because we did initially plan on doing topics. We weren't expecting to be ambushed by so many questions, but we love it. If you want to ask a question, it's in our bio. You could go to our link tree and tap on the Ask Us a Question tab. And if you want to keep it anonymous, go ahead. All the ones that we had so far are anonymous. I promise we're not playing any games with you. I can't like track your phone number. I'm not even that tech savvy or anything like that.
Or can we?
Yeah. Don't say that. No, then no one's gonna ask.
can't.
But
We can't.
we literally
Don't
can't.
believe
I
Pastor
can't. I
Brian.
I'm
can't.
just a youth pastor.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing.
So if you're nervous about that, oh well, you could even test it out by typing like a random sentence and then I'll show you the screen.
Yeah,
like-
it's anonymous. We
Yeah.
have no clue who you are.
But yeah, we won't be answering questions, but that's just a little nugget for you guys to be encouraged to ask one. But we're gonna get Christian real quick up on here. So today's topic that I want to talk about is creator versus creation. So everybody, as we all know, who is the creator?
God.
Yeah. And the creation is I don't know, anything we're kind of really seeking, you know, that's pretty nice. Like for me, example, the creation is this podcast. And because that's what I pray to God to bless me for, not the only thing obviously, and we'll get into that later.
Yeah.
But for example, that's a creation. A tree, that's the creation, you know.
We are also the creation.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
yeah, creations all around me. And what I'm trying to get at is if you guys have ever been in a circumstance where you feel like you are worshiping the creation more than the creator, like for example, I could possibly be praying about this podcast so much that it literally is the podcast is I turn that into
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
the person I'm worshiping. Have you guys ever been in a circumstance like that? And if so,
Well, I mean, honestly, I think every Christian can get into that aspect. I know for myself, sometimes I have to check my heart on a regular basis
Oh,
to make
yeah.
sure am I doing youth ministry to bring people to Jesus, or am I doing it because it's my favorite thing in the world? And is it the thing that I glorify so much that I tend to forget
Yeah.
about Jesus?
Mhm.
So something you always have to check and constantly push yourself for.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, even with this podcast, we tried to really, really crack down on that this is the creation, because I know a lot of times I can look at the future goal and want that so bad that that becomes the only thing I'm praying for like days on days, rather than praying for God to come down and his presence to just come over my life and help me to be more like him so I can live a better life that glorifies him. But sometimes I'll catch myself in seasons where I'm like, not even seasons, just like a day where I have to check my own heart. I'm like, dang, like that whole prayer was almost just podcast, and that's like your
Yeah.
spend time with God, not spend time on the podcast. So I really try to limit myself doing that. Do you guys ever struggle with anything like that too? Do you guys have any creations?
I think sometimes you can get caught up in like your passions and your hobbies that you sometimes are kind of just like neglect spending that time with God.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, oh, I'm doing this. You're like, "No, I'll pray later. It's fine."
Yeah.
Something
Yeah,
like that.
that's another
But
way.
then sometimes you got to get in the habit of catching yourself doing it. You're like, no, like, what the heck did I just say?
Yeah.
I'll put God aside for a second. Like,
Yeah.
what the heck?
Mhm.
Heck no. And then you just sit down and you spend that time
Yeah.
with God.
It
So-
should be you creating time for God, not you creating time for something else. Like, you need to designate that time for God, you know, and if you go over that, then you should catch yourself almost immediately.
What were you gonna say, PB?
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Positive?
Positive.
You promise?
Intern, go, please.
Okay. What?
She's
This
PB's
guy.
intern.
On a kind of different aspect, I don't think for me like I've had anything that was like the turned into the creator, but I'd say like in a different aspect, you can have people that turn into the creator too. That like for example, in a relationship wise,
Oh my
there's
goodness,
been
yeah.
a time where me and Clyde were like, we were like spending too much time with each other, or like that in both of our own relationships of God, basically, what's the word?
We would spend more time with each other than we would with God, just like as a
We
simple
like
way to
cracked
put it.
our own
Yeah.
our own individual relationships with God because we weren't like, oh, let me spend time with God first before like we do whatever we're gonna do or something like that. So it can happen with people too. If you're spending constantly putting people first before God, that could be a thing.
You know, just as you're saying this, it sounds, honestly, this creation sounds almost like idols. Which
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
which is something they would worship back in the days in lieu of God, or something that they
Yeah.
valued more. So really, whatever the creation that you are chasing after is really an idol
Yeah.
in that case.
Or sometimes I feel like in different circumstances, there will be people who aren't like the deepest of believers yet. They're kind of like shallow in their faith. There's not really much depth there. And they will believe in God and serve God solely just because they want to make whatever's going on for them blossom, because they know that maybe it's a podcast, for instance, or like a business or something. Like, they will serve God, and just because they need their business to blossom, and if it doesn't, then they're kind of like, oh well, looks like I'm done with God.
That's
You know.
it. Yeah. So okay. So then I'm sure as Christians and just regular believers, like we all are, how do you find yourself? Like, how do you know when you've crossed that line and you, instead of worshiping the Creator, you're worshiping the creation? How do you know when you hit
that's
that
good.
part?
I feel like for me personally, when I'm giving God scraps, like when I'm kind of
Ooh.
tired from the day, and I just give him the scraps rather than like my most prime stuff, and even in the Bible, I feel like a good connection is like with Cain and Abel. Abel gave him like the most nice fat of the meat and like the best sacrifice, while Cain gave him the scraps.
Yeah.
And God obviously didn't bless him, so he got mad at God, and
And
sometimes
killed his brother.
yeah, and I feel like and then
Yeah,
he ended
that
up
too.
killing his brother. Yeah, but I feel like that's honestly where we draw the line. Catch us while we're giving the scraps, not when we're yelling at God because he didn't bless us in a way that we wanted to because we gave him the scraps.
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know? But honestly, yeah, just when I'm giving him the scraps, reading just to check it off the list, not just because I
Yeah.
want to know more about God or get more wisdom from God on how to act. It's when I'm just giving him, the checklist.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
I think for me, when you're kind of neglecting spending that time with God, you kind of get to a point where you're just like tired and burnt out. You're just
Yeah.
like, oh, I don't know what to do. I don't know what's happening. And then you catch yourself. You're like, oh my gosh,
Oh,
I
it's
have
my
been
fault.
putting that off so much.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
What am I doing right now? No wonder I've
Mhm.
you haven't been putting that time into God, and you haven't
Yep.
been spending that time with God, and it affects your life.
Mhm.
You feel
yeah,
tired and burnt out, and like
Mhm.
you're feeling, I don't know, like empty almost.
Yeah.
yeah, because there's nothing filling you up,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and that's what fills you up, fills up your cup, or even when you're pouring out, like us as youth leaders and a youth pastor, when you're constantly pouring out to these students too and giving your time, if you're not getting poured into by God, you'd be able to tell
Mhm.
that maybe you are worshiping the creation again
Yeah.
by trying to make the youth group be at the best potential spot it can be,
Mhm.
which is, I caught myself in that season before too. Like, I care about the youth group like so
Yeah.
much that I want it to grow as well. But sometimes, rather than praying, I'll be like, oh, I'll just take this kid out to go hang out and throw the ball around or something.
Yeah. And what's crazy is oftentimes we don't realize we fall into that trap because it's all good intentions.
Yeah.
We all like, I'm going to do better at this. I'm going to make this a top priority so I can glorify God, or so I, make my life better. And before long, it becomes essentially your master,
Yeah.
or you have to do it, or else your life just makes no sense.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm. Yeah. What are, like, I know you shared something good, like, the three,
Oh.
there's like three, what are they called of life?
What
Like,
are they called?
it
No,
balances
you guys
your
remember?
relationship with God, kinda?
You guys remember Venn diagrams? Venn
It's where the
Are
two
those the
circles-
circle,
Oh,
the
yeah.
circle, and
That,
the
like,
circle, and the big
intercon-
circle?
interconnect or inter.
So this circle would have something, and
There's
this
three
circle would have...
circles. There's three circles, and all of them go overline over each
They
other,
would
right?
overlap a section of it, but all three would connect in the very
Yeah.
middle, right?
Yeah.
So imagine basically three circles. And these circles are the identity God's given us, the mission He's given us, and the giftings that He's given us.
Yeah.
Mm.
And yeah, those are the three circles. What were you going to say about it?
Well, I don't know, that it's just good to have those balanced while we are talking about, balancing our relationship with keeping the creator as the creator and the creation as the creation. When we let one of those circles fade, it kind of like staggers our relationship with God. Like, if we don't know our identity, which is children of God, like basically know your place, then you could get too prideful,
Mm-hmm.
while having those other two intact. Like how he said, it could be out of good morals, but we're just missing one piece out of that little Venn diagram.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
And then if you don't know your mission, then it's kind of like you're using your gifts that God's given you, and you know who you are, but you're a bench warmer because you're not even doing the mission. Like, you have all the tools, but you're not doing anything about it, you know, like the mission that God's called you. And then what else was it? Identity, mission, and the giftings that he's given you. So if you know your mission and you know your identity, then you know who you are. You're a child of God. You're not God yourself. You don't know it all. If we knew it all, then we would be God.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why God doesn't, little nugget for you not believers out there,
Yeah.
you can't prove God because I don't know it all. It's because God made it that way, or else we would be God if we knew it all. But we knew our place and we knew our mission. Then we're just going out to the mission just shooting blanks because we're not using any of our gifts behind us, So it's kind of just like, you really have to have all three of those balanced, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you find yourself in this place where you are, worshiping the creation over the creator, and you recognize that, how do you find yourself, or how do you get yourself out of that? How do you do that 180 to get out of that trap?
What would you do?
No, go ahead.
Oh. Whoa. Sorry. I'm burping.
I choose.
So to get out of that trap, I would say it depends how deep you are in it first. If you're pretty deep, it will be a hard task, but I think what comes into play really well is having accountability, because over here, when I do start worshiping the creation, I like to have people around me that tell me that, like maybe I am spending too much time on the podcast and not enough time making myself as well as my team better. Because I want all of us to win, and the only way we can do that is if all of our relationships with God are intact.
Yeah.
Whichever way that may look. So I feel like having accountability there around you to tell you, hey, you're worshiping the creation. Don't want to speak the wrong thing, but I feel like there's many other ways though. Do you guys have anything else?
I don't know. I guess for me, when you catch yourself doing that, you just put your head down and just pray. Just be like, I remember I went to a Spirit and Truth one time, and they said sometimes you get burnt out and you get too caught up in the mission because it was the whole event was there for people who do worship, people who are tech people, ministers, anything like that. Everybody who serves basically at youth. And they were talking about like sometimes you get too burnt out and too caught up in the mission, which is exactly what we're talking about. And they said when you get to that point, you kind of just put your head down. You say, God, pray the prayer of God, I want you right now.
Yeah.
Like right now, I'm too focused on the mission and too focused on all those things. Like correct me in my path. I want you right now.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And whichever way that may look.
Yeah. Whichever way that may look.
Honestly, sometimes we don't even have the words to start that back up again, and
yeah.
Sometimes it just does take the I want you,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
I know one of the more extreme ways too is when you catch yourself so much worshiping something to let go and chase the creator, you have to let go of the creation.
Yeah.
And sometimes that might mean, hey, stepping away from something to get your mind back on straight, especially if you're like really wrecked in your relationship with God and you're like, God, I need you. Sometimes it means letting go of the social media or the podcast or youth ministry. You can get to a place where you're back in balance.
Yeah. Man, that's so good, So if you are worshiping the creation instead of the creator, what is one thing that you guys all kind of want to leave them with before we close out, Like one thing from this podcast, if you guys could let whoever the happy campers are know.
I would say this. Keep Jesus as your center, and everything you do, make him the sole focus and make it daily. Yeah. You will avoid so much problems in your life if you simply put him first in everything. So,
yeah.
I mean, literally, because every single thing most problems that happen is because you allowed something else to take the spot that Jesus has in your heart. So that's what me, Pastor.
I would say, like, along with that, that's one of the things that I've learned recently. To keep Jesus in the center of literally every single thing you do. And if you think that, like, you have something that you're doing that, how the heck do I put Jesus in the center? You can do it. You'll find a way. Like, there's a reason to do it. And constantly looking at your priorities and making sure God's above it. Like, so keeping your priorities straight in line.
Yeah.
I think rather than trying to find different times when you're free for God, you need to set that time for God rather than saying, oh, I have like 10, 15 before I go to sleep tonight. Oh, I have a lunch break today. I could probably fit you in there, God. No, say 8 p.m. That's my time with God. No changing, no stirring off the road, like just have that time set. Don't put him in the window where you're free, because that's just going to change all the time. And sometimes we don't even have that window.
Yeah, that's good.
I think what you said is just exactly what I was thinking. Is this: if you continue to keep God at the center of literally everything that you do, how can you go wrong? If God is for us, who can be against us?
Yeah.
So if you continue to put God at the forefront of everything in your life, and like you said, if what you're doing, you'd be like, how can I put God in that? No matter how small it is, God sees and God works. Yeah. And as long as he's at the forefront of your life and at the throne of your heart and the forefront of your mind, anything's possible.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys. Anything else to say between the creator and the creation before we get into our Happy Camp Challenge? No?
I'm scared.
All good? Okay, so if you guys have tuned in to Cabin Time before, we do every episode a challenge at the end, just a little nugget to leave you guys off with, because I know you guys like to be entertained, not just talked to. So today we will be having, surprise, surprise, can someone toss me the...
Crackers.
Saltines.
If you guys have
Saltines.
ever eaten these desert sand crackers, it's literally like eating the Mojave in your mouth. So
This
what we're
is
gonna do
fun.
today
I have one.
is gonna
And
be
then-
eating a good amount.
Hannah has hers over there, and you can probably steal some from Kalai.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know. Hannah ate half of a whole pack. Before
I know.
we
I don't think I
turned
could
on
do
the
this
camera.
again. Joelle, you want to sub in for me? I'm like full. My
No, Hannah, you gotta do this.
my stomach is full of crackers.
Come on, Hannah.
Yes.
You got this. Be a man.
I also do have to
Oh,
pee
that's another
too.
Disney movie. I was
Oh,
gonna say
yeah,
Mulan.
Joelle, come sub for me.
We can also introduce him.
I do have to go pee really bad too.
And we can also introduce him.
Nope, I don't.
Oh,
Didn't you?
oh,
I'm full.
oh.
I'm full of crackers. Come on, Joelle.
Kalai?
Oh, we just.
Yeah.
Let him go.
I,
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay.
That's
yeah. Wait, why don't you want to
Alright,
do it
so what-
He
anymore?
says
So,
I have to go pee. Sam, throw me your keys.
So what's the challenge?
Come here, Joel.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Alright,
Go,
Joel.
Joelle.
You can introduce him.
Hey guys, this is Joel,
Introduce Joelle too.
our newest Cabin Time member,
Newest cabin time.
and today he will be eating saltine desert
You
crackers
can
with
take
us.
the one that Hannah was eating.
So what we're gonna
Saltine
do
desert
is take
crackers.
the driest of dry of our mouth and try to whistle.
Okay.
Make sure you eat two at once,
Two at
or as
once.
many as you can
Two
eat
at
at the same
once?
time. No water, also.
Yeah, you can't drink water. I did that just before.
Well, I have no water, so this is my water.
Okay,
I've got to represent.
let's partake.
What the?
All right, here we go.
I don't think you can get that. That's hard. Oh, you're gonna choke.
You're gonna die.
Okay, whatever. Knock yourself out. Mm. Oh.
Mmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mmm.
Oh.
Don't fail me.
I can still whistle. Let's try 3 at a time now.
I can't keep my mouth.
Oh.
dry.
Kalai has it everywhere.
My lips are chapped too now already.
I can't. I really can't.
Whistle.
It's so dry.
Alright. Are you doing 3? I know
Oh.
what that means.
I can't do it.
Whistle.
It's too dry.
Oh, shoot.
These are fire.
4. 4. Ready?
You guys see it right now?
Ah.
They're all over them.
Oh. Ow. Ah. Uh-huh.
Alright, yeah. Oh.
Oh, dude, he just ate sand basically.
I have like all 8.
Alright. I whistle. On the 4.
I can't.
4 crackers.
Oh, go, go. Oh, 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 oh.
Will you guys swallow the other one?
Huh?
Will you guys swallow the other one?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm tapped out. I'm full, and I also can't even whistle anymore. I choke.
I can do this.
It's so dry.
I don't even think this counts for me because half of it is on me.
Uh huh. Oh,
All right. Time to bring out the big guns.
Oh my gosh.
That's 6.
What the heck?
I tapped out.
All right.
I'm at 4.
I'm out with full eye.
I don't know if this can.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
It's okay, I'll clean it all up later.
You're gonna choke. You're gonna choke. No. 'Cause I don't want to. 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 'Cause I don't want to.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
You got it. You're gonna choke. You're gonna choke, dude. Don't do it.
Ah.
Don't do it. It's
Just
not
bite
going
down.
down.
Just
Wow.
bite down right now.
I don't know CPR.
I do.
That is probably a desert wasteland in your mouth.
4. How was 5? Could you not whistle at 5?
He can't even eat 5.
He can't,
No,
can't
that was
even
6,
eat them.
right? You couldn't whistle at 5.
Okay, let's see this. Oh, that is literally dirt.
Oh my gosh.
That is dirt and sand.
Bro, you're eating more sand than there is
I
in
know.
the infinite world of Minecraft.
That is literally the driest.
That is the equivalent of one whole Minecraft block.
There's no water in your mouth. I am not trying 5. I can't even fit 3.
Nope. I'm out.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, Sam, try to do the outro with the dry mouth.
Say that one more time.
Okay, come on.
You got it. Come on.
Thank you guys for watching this episode. This is episode 13.
No, it's episode whatever.
Episode
Was it?
13.
No, it's not 13.
There's 13.
No, because it's gonna be dropped.
Oh, episode whatever. I don't know, but. Okay. Thank you guys for watching this episode of Cabin Time. I don't know which episode
Up,
this is.
down, left, right, over and out.
Hakuna Matata.
Over and
Bye.
out.